When you are buying a land, you need to ask whether the price include the cost of documentation or not. Hello guys, you're welcome to Business Ghana TV. Kindly subscribe. Sometimes when you are buying the land and you are asking plenty questions, you'll feel like you don't want to, it's too much. No, you need to ask plenty questions that you can. And it is very important. One of the questions that you need to be asking is the price which the land has been quoted. Does it include documentation or not? When I say documentation, what do I mean? Does it include having a site plan and indenture or not? It's important you understand this. In the olden days or back in the days when people are buying land, this is not an issue. They understand that when they pay the price of the land, they will come and pay the price for the documentation again. Yeah, they understand that. It's not new. But now the real estate companies have come in and they've actually brought the policy, or they brought this idea that they include the price of documentation in the price of the land. So when they just mention the price, it includes the documentation and the price of the land. You understand? So what I have to tell you is that this does not work in every case. Currently, the lands that I sell, we have some that the price of the documentation, the site plan, and the indenture is included in it. And we have some lands that no, it's only the price of the land. When you pay for the land, you still pay for documentation again. So you need to ask these two questions. It's very important. And if you have one kind of mentality and you go there and you hear later that, oh, after you paid for the land, you will still come and pay for it, the document, then it discourages you. No, you should have asked this earlier, or the seller should have told you this earlier. Now, for me, if you ever ask for my advice, I will tell you that even if they tell you that the price of documentation is in it, you should still do some documentation on your by your own self. The most important documentation you should have done by your own self, you should do by your own self, is the site plan. Though the seller may do a site plan for you, that is if the price is included in it, but you must take the responsibility of doing the site plan yourself. Why am I telling you this? Those days, people, they just sell land to people and, they give them site plan. They don't do any search. That's all. They go, they think, oh, I bought land. There is a document. Who told you there's a document? You should not play. You should not play when it comes to doing site plan. You should do your own site plan and do a land search using that site plan that you have done your own self. And when you are coming to do the site plan, bring your own surveyor to do it. Don't let them use their surveyor. You understand? I'm not saying that people are not trustworthy. Or even if you come to buy from me, I'll even tell you the same thing. I'm not saying I'm not trustworthy or using my surveyor is not trustworthy. No. I'm only helping you to do your background search. Because if you do your own background search, you brought your own surveyor to come and, pick up the land. That means that you have done it with your own eyes. The surveyor has picked it on your interest, and you've used that site plan. Because after the surveyor pick the locations, the surveyor will go and do a site plan. And when the surveyor does the site plan, you let the surveyor use that site plan to do a land search for you. That way you can confirm the property, whether it is real or not. So using your own surveyor is the best, and doing your own site plan is the best, because it helps you confirm the documentation that the seller is going to give you, and it also helps you to confirm the true owner of that land. It is not a good advice to let the seller do the site plan for you and you don't do any background search. No, you have to do your own site plan and do your own background search to confirm the true owner. If it confirms that he is the true owner, then you can go ahead and buy. If it's not the true owner, don't buy. That is why you have to do your own site plan. Don't just rely on the site plan the seller is giving you or the seller surveyor is giving you. No. I hope you understand. So that is why, even if they say the price include the indenture and the site plan, you should still take it upon yourself to do a site plan on your own self. But you can leave the documentation, the indenture, for them to do it. And you can also read the indenture. And if there are any questions in the indenture you want to ask, you can ask them to change for you. I hope you understand. Have an agreement with them on that before you even make full payment. I hope you understand. So it's important. That is why I would encourage you to do your own site plan. Instead of this one, and why is this? It doesn't work in every situation. I hope you understand. So you have to ask whether the price includes the documentation or it doesn't include the documentation. And for me, I would love to buy a land where you just give me the price of the land. Because right now documentation is not, it's not expensive. You get a surveyor to do a site plan and a land search for you. To do a site plan and a land search for you is around 2,000 or 3,000 Ghana cedis. You understand? Then for some you pay, and then you come and pay for the indenture. The indenture is around 1,000 Ghana. A maximum, if you go to some place, maximum is around 1,500. So it's not expensive. So it makes sense to spend money on small things like the site plan. So spend your own money on the site plan to confirm the truth. So you don't waste the big money. What's the big money? The price of the land. When you do your own site plan, you do your own search, and you come before you now come and make payment. So if it is false, or the person is not truthful, or he's not the truthful owner, you can save your money. But if you say you want free things, you don't want to spend small money on, you waste your money for free. You understand? Some of you don't like truth. We are telling you the truth. You don't like it. Yeah? So thank you very much. If this information has been helpful, kindly subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, if you want to buy land in Ghana, you want to buy a house in Ghana, kindly check in the description of this video. We have a lot of lands that are actually for sale. We have land as cheap as 40,000 Ghana cedis.